Oh, I thought we were on then.
No,
Oh, you should put that in there.
they'll put it in.
Oh, okay. All right. You want me to go ahead and start with our history of the day?
You
Yeah,
always do,
Oh,
please.
yeah, you always do.
History of the day on November 16th, 1981, New Mexico related. Missouri and Indian, 1821, Missouri Indian trader William Becknell arrives in Santa Fe, New Mexico, sells his goods at an enormous profit. Last time he made a profit here in New Mexico, and returned over the same route which became known as the Santa Fe Trail, 1821.
Wow.
Wow.
This day in history in New Mexico, the beginning of the Santa Fe Trail, and what trade is all about. Getting stuff where it needs to go, unlike this podcast, which isn't something anybody really probably needs, but it's humorous anyway.
Why are you looking at me?
Because I was waiting for that. Now, may I add my other big news of the day?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Big news of the day. University of North Texas Mean Green go to 9-1. And today is the first time since 1959 we are now ranked in the top 25 for college football.
Perfect.
First time since 1959.
Well,
Never.
there were 12 schools back then?
That's 61 years ago.
Well, I think that was maybe our first year. Yeah. I don't know.
That's,
That's 66 years.
66, yeah.
that deserves a huzzah.
Yeah, thank you. So yes, for those of us at the Mean Green in Denton, Texas. So yeah. And I'll let somebody else. I've got a couple other items, but we'll.
Okay.
Well,
That's 2 minutes we'll never get back.
no, we'll never get it back. Okay, so
Are we all going to
let
be
me,
on one topic?
I don't have 3 points. I only have two
Four?
and a definition that you all need to hear.
No,
Let's
good.
hear it.
Uh-oh.
Let's hear it.
All right. Well, first of all, the Saudi leader is coming to the White House on Tuesday, November 18th. It's upsetting to me that Trump, who I will refer to as FBD, Fat Boy Donnie, because he's kissing up to Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, known as MBS. So it's FBD meeting MBS, right? Our boy.
Is that going to be on a test this week or something?
Yeah, that'll be on the test. Our boy FBD has his nose so far up MBS's camel's ass.
He's got 3 humps.
Not a 2-humper now. It's a 3-humper camel.
You jumped the line. That's okay.
Wait, was
He can smell MBS's farts.
it's
You
Thursday.
thought I laughed the other night, right? Right through his
You want to take a few minutes? Regroup?
his camel saddle.
Hey, Ron,
Remember-
I don't know about you, but it's humorous. And he's
My stomach hurts.
Remember, just 7 months after MDS's last visit, which was 2018,
Right.
okay, he was implicated in the grotesque and brazen assassination of Washington Post journalist James Khashoggi.
Yep.
Congress and the American public should remain cautious of U.S. and Saudi Arabia. My second item.
Okay.
Number 2, quote, evil, unquote, nuts, in quotes, quote, dangerous, unquote, are Jeffrey Epstein's views of FBD as he expressed in the emails just released by the bipartisan oversight committee in Congress. The newly released messages don't fundamentally rewrite the known history between FBD and Epstein, but they do introduce 3 notable elements. Excuse me.
He's getting a call from FBD. Knock it off.
Is this Pam Bondi?
Yeah.
It better be Pam Bondi, that's all.
Yeah, listen,
You're on the air, so be careful.
okay, I'm getting a message on the dashboard here that my lights aren't on, the headlights, I guess.
Well,
So
you
I
don't
should-
need them. You don't need them now.
Oh,
Don't worry.
No, they supposed to be on all the time?
No, you're fine. Everything is cool, okay? Goodbye, Pam. I can't.
But there's one more thing. When you're done, can you come out to the car and just get the home goods bag that's in the back seat?
You're sure ICE isn't there?
yeah.
No, I'm positive.
Call Maurice.
Call Marie.
Don't be an idiot.
I'm leaving this in.
Yeah, yeah.
Because this is gold.
Oh, Pam, you made a big time. Oh, my goodness.
So item number 2, you were on the.
Item number 2.
I'm sorry, I must have
Yeah,
lost.
that's okay. So
The evil from Epstein.
the evil, right.
We have a lot to talk
The
about
new-
Epstein. by the
We
way.
will. The newly released messages don't fundamentally rewrite the known history between FBD and Epstein, but they do introduce 3 notable elements. 1, Epstein's claim that FBD, in quotes, spent hours with trafficking and rape victim inside his home. 2, Epstein's assertion that FBD knew about the girls, unquote, and Epstein's blunt private assessment of FBD during his first disastrous term, quote, I told everyone from day one, evil beyond belief, mad, he feels alone and is nuts. Those were Epstein's own words.
You know, birds of a feather will flock together. Wait, that just came out of nowhere. didn't it?
Well, that's a
So-
quote. That's a quote
Well,
that leads to something else.
well,
But I will hit this and then you can,
well, I have
And-
something that's gonna make a huge difference in some of that, so go ahead.
all right, I know you.
News that hit just a
Well,
little while ago.
Well, we have sitting here an ice hole.
Yes, we do. Anybody that played for the Albuquerque Ice Holes.
Oh, yeah. You're checking that off. Oh, this podcast is slowly going.
Slowly, it's on a rocket sled.
Yeah.
Are we losing subscribers?
All right, there is a-
Canceling?
There is a slang term that recently was used. There's a few meanings pertaining to this slang term.
Mhm.
Booga, booga, booga. They were inflicted upon the leading billiards player here in our complex to upset him to throw a game
Throwing.
by the captain
Of the,
who will remain nameless. In the underground rap scene, it refers to someone who is weak, pathetic, or stupid.
is that what you called him?
No, I mean,
Yeah,
that's.
three terms,
that-
booga, booga, booga.
I thought he's
That's
just referring
weak,
to the,
pathetic,
corner-
stupid.
corner
Okay,
pocket
to
that you couldn't make the
prove-
shot.
Prove that that person is not stupid. He enacted his investigative newspaper reporting and uncovered this term. In British slang, it can be considered a mild swear word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all it is.
Mild swear, used to express dissatisfaction or refer to someone whose behavior is inconvenient. It would have been
Yeah.
inconvenient if
You
I
had
sunk
made
that ball.
Yes. Yeah.
Fortunately, you weren't
It was-
anywhere close.
Additionally, it can mean a difficult task or a hard time in some context.
Yeah, there was
These-
nothing hard about that show.
These definitions highlight the derogatory and informal nature of the term.
Moving right along.
All it is was just
Booga,
it's
booga,
not the-
booga, yeah.
That rap term, come on, that's booga 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 is from when I was a kid.
I
And there was no
Hey.
rap of them.
This is just an overblown conspiracy theory. That's all I got.
Okay. So I have got a question. Is MBS coming to the White House?
Yes,
So it's
Yeah.
MBS who's
on
coming?
the
Yeah.
18th,
Print.
Yeah,
the prince.
he's gonna be there.
He's following up on
Orchestrated
he's
9/11?
following up on the two
Wait.
billion that he gave.
Jerry.
Yeah,
Jerry.
Jerry.
Well, the good news now is relating to the Epstein papers. Apparently, according to two co-sponsors, there are now close to 100 Republicans that will vote for the release of that papers. Now, whether that happens or not, because we know they're very much cowards when it comes
Yes.
to certain things. But I don't think the fear is there anymore.
Well, it's a lot of CYA
Yeah,
more than anything.
However, the Trumpster has to sign it at the end.
yeah, but they can
Yes,
overrule.
They
his
can
veto.
overrule it.
They can overrule.
Yeah.
We'll see on
And
Wednesday.
they think it'll pass in the Senate.
We'll find out.
So one thing I found out, I discovered today was that one thing about him trying to prosecute the Democrats or investigate the Democrats who might be in the
Yeah.
files, DOJ can't release because would not be able to release any information because it's an active investigation.
Correct.
So he's going to try.
Oh, he's gonna
He's gonna
try
try
to
and
do
do
that,
that.
right?
What do you got?
Well, I have to know something. And the thing I need to know is who blew Bubba and who is Bubba?
Two things.
Who's of the day? Two questions I need answered.
Well,
Mark-
you gotta call people in Little Rock. They'll tell you.
I don't think it was.
Mark
You don't think it
Epstein,
was him? You don't think it was?
you want to
Clinton,
hear
do
this? Mark Epstein, who is Jeff's
Yes.
younger brother, claims that Putin has photos
Yes.
of this episode taking place, the Bubba Bubba Bubba. And also he has photos of the PPP episode,
Huh?
TP episode
PP.
in Russia, TP.
Yeah.
But
Golden shower.
I understood that it's not just Putin, but it's Bibi has got the images and
Okay.
videos.
You guys are throwing out these initials. I got no freaking idea who the hell's
No,
being.
wait a minute, wait a minute.
Oh,
Bibi
North,
Netanyahu.
and you graduated North Texas State?
Well, I said we were in the top 25. I didn't say we were brilliant.
It's a good way for Putin to compromise Trump. Not funny, but very, very scary. Sad world, but not nearly as sad as Nobody's Girl. The story of Virginia
You gotta hold
Guilfrey,
that. You gotta hold
her
that.
story of surviving abuse, fighting for justice, sexual abuse by her father at age 6 to 11. He sent her over to his friend's house for the same thing, the same type of abuse. She ran away at 15, was recruited by Miss Maxwell to the world of Jeffrey and the promise of being educated and becoming a licensed therapist. She wound up being a full-time sex slave to the Epsteins and the world of his friends, also including Prince, I call him now Andy, Prince
Yep.
Andrew.
Just plain
Just plain
Andy.
old
Yeah,
Andrew will
yeah,
do it.
just
Andy will do
Andrew
it. If he
now.
walked in, we'd have to say, how you doing, Andy? What are you doing here?
Well, I got another. I wouldn't call him Andy.
She grew up
It's another A word.
she grew up being sent to a facility called Growing Together, which is a place for runaway children. From there, she broke away and was picked up by an old fat man in a limousine called Ron Eppinger to be used as an escort girl for 6 months before she ran off. But prior to that, prior to any of this, she worked at Mirror Largo, spa where her dad, who was a handyman at Mar-a-Lago, got her a job folding towels or something like in the spa. She got along very well there and loved it. Got along well with Trump. He never abused her. However, she wound up being recruited by GMAX, which is what Epstein, or is what they call Maxwell, GMAX, trafficked around the world to famous, powerful billionaires. Prince Andrew, photos don't lie, so that could be true. Uh, she visited Zorro Ranch in New Mexico, a private island in the Caribbean. After 2 years as a sex slave, she was sent to Thailand to learn advanced massage therapy. But Maxwell
that what they
sent her
call it?
over there. That's all true. And as she was in Thailand, she met a wonderful guy, fell in love with a guy named Robbie, who she moved to Australia with. She escaped the whole Epstein thing and never went back to the Epstein. But her and Robbie lived happily ever after in Australia. She loved animals. They had like a petting farm type, all kinds of animals around. She was very happy with this marriage, had 3 children with him. However, for 20 years she was married to him. He physically beat the shit out of her all the time. So this poor little girl that grew up being abused as a child, went through the Epstein thing, wound up with a bad husband to the point where she couldn't stand it. She felt guilty. She felt dirty. She felt everything. They even took her kids away from her once after one of these episodes, and she couldn't live without her kids. The only thing she wanted in life was a normal family. However, she committed suicide this past April, and it's the saddest story you've ever seen. Here's the book of her life, Nobody's Girl. If you read it, just reading the introduction, you'll probably cry and say, is anything that evil in this world? Yes, it is. But one of the worst things happened to her after all of this is the Justice Department continues to shut her and her 100 or so other
Yeah,
girls,
victims.
maybe hundreds and hundreds, shutting them all down. They may or may not, with the release of the Epstein files this week, she may get some justice, but who knows? That's all I have for that.
What I would hope, in light of FBD giving instructions to Pam Bondi to open an investigation, if they do open the investigation, I would hope that the survivors come forward, because they cannot be shut down. They have to have their platform.
Massey and Ro Khanna seem to be the ones who would bring them to a stage.
Right. But they have to come prepared
Absolutely.
to name names. And I think people will respond to protect them.
It can't be euphemisms about who it might be. Your point, to your point, you have to name names.
That's right.
It's the only thing that's going to move this along, and it's the only thing that's going to make a difference. This litany that you just read, I got halfway through it and somehow Kindle shut me down. I don't know what's going on, but you're right. I mean, you're reading this and you think this is one person with the weight of the world on her shoulders,
Yeah.
the weight of the world on her soul, right? And it was the French who were listening to her, at least
Yes.
to a certain extent. But our Department of Justice, under the previous administration, was weak and flaccid.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt.
There should have been justice for these
Well,
they are now women. And that goes to a secondary point, but go ahead.
yeah, but that the secondary point is, and it goes back to what Epstein had to say. He knew what it was. He expressed it to others within his warped group of so-called notables,
Yeah.
and nobody, when they could have shut FBD down and everyone else, they could have come forward. They could have, I'd said this for years. I myself knew some things, and I couldn't understand why nobody spoke up. I mean, that's one way to shut them down. But then when you start to think about it, you talk about the Biden administration could have done something. Why not? Well, maybe, quote, quote, there's somebody within that group under Biden,
Biden Jr.
Hunter, let's be
Hunter.
specific. Hunter, he didn't have a great reputation, and Daddy protected him.
Very true.
It's interesting. I listened to Tim Miller and David Frum on a Bulwark podcast this morning, and David Frum, his point was that each new administration typically just says, let bygones be bygones. He wasn't being flip about it, but it was more a case of let history make its judgments and not pursue. And all of the discussion was basically, you know, this is why Biden did it. It was the typical new administration. Just let it go. But his question is, now what do you do about the next administration, the next new administration
Right.
that comes in has to pursue this because this is beyond the pale. You know, it was, you know, compared to this, every other administration, it's been minor in peccadillos, right? This is theft. He's stealing money left, right, and center.
Oh, yeah.
For one thing.
Oh,
But then all of the history of all of this, and he was meeting with Epstein in 2018 during his
Right.
first administration. Right.
They were joined at the hip for these parties they had.
Absolutely. And he apparently blowing Bubba. There are pictures. The quote in the email is that there's a picture of FBD blowing Bubba. You think I just
Epstein's brother said it's not Bill Clinton. It's somebody else that's referred to as Bubba, but maybe there's a lot of
no,
Bubbas.
there's lots of
You haven't been in the South very long. There's a lot of bubbles.
There's a lot of Bubbas down there.
I don't want to go into it.
as long as you say Bubba's, not Bubby.
Yeah.
Bubby is a Jewish term for grandmother.
Bubby.
Bubby.
That's how I remember it.
Well, you pronounce it Bubby, we say Bubby.
Bubby.
Yeah.
I say booga booga, you say bugga bugga.
In the South, it's just bubble.
All right.
So you got anything there, Lou? Can we maybe, granted, I know it's a big story and everything, and there's a whole lot that's going to happen before next week. But there's some other I've heard things about how he may have helped Israel with some stuff. I mean, he was so involved in so many different things that it's not even funny.
No.
I
And
mean,
the reason he could do that is he's
Yeah.
got pictures,
Yeah.
videos.
Oh, yeah.
He's got
But-
the
but
receipts,
he-
says the kid.
Right, he got everything he needed.
Absolutely.
yeah, it's just he's got little fingers everywhere. So give
Okay.
us something.
Yeah. Mike Flynn is suing the federal government for wrongful prosecution. $50 million is what he's going to be asking
Oh, he was
for.
found guilty. Yeah, and they're going to give it to him because
Did he get a pardon?
yes,
Yes, he got a part.
he was still found guilty. but-
Yeah.
yeah. I can't believe if they give him that, it's just wrong in so many
Oh.
ways.
He needs a bad conduct discharge.
Yeah.
Speaking of pardons, one of the January 6th
Yeah.
weirdnies right, that Trump pardoned for January 6th had been picked up on a gun charge and convicted. He just got another pardon.
Pardon, yeah.
He got pardons for
Yeah.
that.
He did.
For a whole new charge, yeah.
Will we ever be pardoned? The group of us?
No,
No.
not unless something changes real soon.
Well, that's why I want to invite Pam Bondi or Carolyn Levitt to come and let us interview them. I mean, come on, gals.
What are they scared of?
Yeah, just call in.
We might be the easiest interview they've ever had.
I don't think so. I mean, just call in anytime. And we're not going to publicize our cell phone numbers, but you can have the DOJ investigate us and they'll know how to reach us.
They already have.
Okay.
That's that itch in the back of your neck. Okay, the rest of, I'm
Oh.
blowing Bubba.
Oh, you're
This is one.
sorry.
Home Depot, apparently all of the wall art, the gold wall art in the Oval Office.
Was donated by.
No, purchased at Home Depot.
You can buy gold at Home Depot?
Apparently you can buy all of this stuff at home. All of these things are, they're just.
Yeah, I know it's
And then-
gold paint.
And then
Yeah,
just,
gold.
just stuck up on the
Yeah.
wall. So that's that one. What else did I have here? Oh, Pulte, who's Housing and Urban Development. Yeah. And
Yeah.
Pulte, he's
Fox in the hen
a
house.
descendant of the Pulte developers around
Right.
here.
Everywhere.
They're everywhere.
He's, yeah.
They're big
yeah,
in Florida.
Texas.
Crappy house.
Yeah.
He wants a 50-year mortgage.
Right.
He wants to have 50-year mortgages because ostensibly it's going to be cheaper. Au contraire, mon ami.
But
A 30
but wait a minute. I could buy a house, apply for a mortgage, and at my age, beat them at their own game.
Well, so here are the numbers that I just estimated. Because I can't remember what the original was. If you've got a 30-year mortgage, average interest payment, just under 300,000,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Over
Right.
the 30
What would
years.
you think over the 30 year?
Oh,
Give me an idea.
50
Four-
years.
400,000.
We have 400. Do I hear
I was gonna
5?
say 200.
No, the interest payments will be about
I think
400,000.
so.
Yeah.
What do you say?
More, I think.
$800,000.
I was gonna say way more because it's interest on
Oh,
interest.
Yeah.
but at my age,
At your age,
50 years.
it's $6 worth of interest. It's
and then I leave the house to my kids.
you gotta. He's got to go check the
Yeah.
lights. He could electrocute himself. and the other thing about Pulte is not only that he's going to be just hamstringing the economy by hamstringing people, and they'll wind up homeless.
Yeah.
You can't. Where do you get
50
800,000?
years.
He has been raking confidential data from Housing and Urban Development, and then he's using those data to go after his enemies.
Well,
The list
what's
is long.
Trump been doing?
Well,
Same
but see, but this goes to Ash's point about the prosecutions, right? And then nobody did anything.
Nobody
Well,
does anything.
Now you have to.
Yes.
This is,
Yeah.
and this is what David Frum was saying. Typically it's just the guys who stormed the Capitol, not the ones who organized it.
Yeah.
Well, you have to spread that out now because now it's within the administration. This guy is using it to crush enemies.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
those were my
They're
talking
also
points.
trying to do away with the EPA, the
Yeah.
Environmental Protection Agency, and the Consumer Protection Agency.
well,
Oh,
we'll have no protection whatsoever.
No.
Unless we move to California, because pretty soon they'll be their own country, the way it's looking. A little tidbit here just flashed across my deal before I got here. Iran is facing a water crisis. Now you laugh or you think, what's this got to do with me? But we're all kind of fake. Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, huge water crisis. But they are right now, taps are going dry, and they're talking about having to evacuate the capital of Tehran. Think about that. We didn't have to go bomb their nuclear sites. They're going to disappear because they got no water.
And we're gonna go dry because of all the water that's used for these AI
Yep.
warehouses and supercomputers.
Do not, this is going to be the big war of the next century, is where is the water coming from?
No.
You're not gonna get an argument out of me.
I'm telling you. And Texas, they're fighting with it. They don't want to admit it. They're stealing it from East Texas for all these bone dry places in the West. Yeah.
They have to do away with the golf courses.
Okay.
That's where all the water's going.
Don't bring up these non-existent issues. Golf courses.
I know
that's-
that might
see,
help.
It's all about AI. It's
That-
AI.
That's
not
why
golf.
billiards are gonna become a great sport.
Right, and we need to practice.
Booga, booga, booga.
Man, how did you? That's just mean.
I'm sorry, it just slipped out.
So, before we run out of tape, be sure to check our sponsor, LDEAffinityJewelry.com,
Yeah.
and talk to Lisa Beth about some of her great jewelry. Don't forget to hit subscribe, like, and comment. Yes, hit comment. Closing thoughts.
Start each day with a
The ballroom, we
That's-
haven't talked about the ballroom. It's 90,000 square feet. You know how much an NFL football field is, including the two end zones?
It's
58,000 square feet.
it's two.
He's building the ballroom so that we can have, rushing it through, so we can have the Super Bowl indoors.
See, now here's why are you picking on sports today, Ron? You're messing with my golf. I don't give a darn about the NFL, but you quit messing with sports, and that's my final.
Okay,
The Washington Trumpers are going to play there, right?
that's right, right. And the new stadium?
Yeah.
Called the Trump
Trump
Stadium.
Stadium.
Trump Stadium.
Well,
The
apparently,
Dementia Dome.
dimension.
Delusional Dome.
That's right.
What's your list?
That was it.
That was it?
That was it.
Oh, okay. So listen, welcome back to season 2.
Yep.
This is episode 2. Episode 1, we did we had a
Interview
discussion
with,
with Comrade Toad.
Yeah, Comrade Toad.
Don't be afraid to go back and take a look at that.
It was
And I am
Comrade
going to. Comrade Frog.
Toad or the
Toad.
toadies in the cap.
Oh, we talked. We
We have to get an argument.
you interviewed a Comrade Toad.
Do you know the difference between toads and frogs?
Oh, I
You gotta
did.
look
And here it comes.
I don't.
Oh, I thought it was a sports
Yeah,
analogy.
I
or
figured
something.
I figured the bear hunter would know.
Yeah.
You have to watch it because we find out where the origin of Antifa is.
I'm going up to
Yeah.
watch it.
Yeah.
That's
Where
right.
Antifa started was here.
And I thought he did a great job of.
Explaining.
He knows how to do that. Dead.
Yeah.